Hey everyone, welcome to a strange episode of Throwback Thursday. Today I'm going to be, let me move some stuff here. I'm going to be talking about tarot decks. As you can see, I'm kind of a collector of tarot decks. I have like a huge amount of them. And Jerry. And I'm probably not going to open all of them, but I just kind of wanted to do kind of a run through. Hey, I need my cat to stop jumping on this bed. He's driving me nuts. I got this yesterday. This Michael Ford, Nico, Luciferian Tarot deck. It came with this cloth, and right away I have to say the disappointing thing about this is the Roman numerals are definitely off on most of the cards. I'm guessing Michael Ford has no fucking clue how to read Roman numerals. But it is what it is. Go ahead and show you guys this deck really quick here. So Nico's art is really awesome. That's really why I bought this. Because I'm not a big fan of Ford, honestly. I think he's a moron for many reasons. But, let's see if I can put some more light. I don't know if that probably does help a little bit. That cane one is just awesome. As you can see, he's got the usual depictions of the Demerge on it, you know, the bath, which is kind of infuriating. And then he has to include himself in one card, which is so narcissistic of him. But, for the most part, it's a pretty cool deck. It's just, like I said, it's got some Roman numeral errors. I'll probably go into more in depth with it later. But just kind of a hot mess for the most part. Kind of a lot of it's just like collages to different but yeah, as far as fake Luciferianism goes, I mean, I guess it's a okay deck. If you guys want to read about real Luciferianism, check out my book. It's on Amazon. It's probably the closest you're going to get to what Luciferianism actually is, not Satanism renamed Luciferianism. So, but, yeah, Of course, you got to get the instruction manual separately. I'm probably not going to, just because I know it's going to be riddled with errors. But, yeah, I'll probably just use regular tarot manual, honestly. So, this one, I've been kind of wanting to show off. To be honest with you, I absolutely hate this deck. I didn't think I would hate this deck, but it's a hot mess in and of itself. I guess the highlight of it is it comes with a really cool hardcover book. But I'm probably going to be selling it, to be honest with you, on eBay. It's going to be kind of pricey. It's not going to be a very cheap deck, because there's not really a whole lot of them made. But it's just a bunch of mishmash and random stuff. It goes quickly from demonology to Greek mythology, all the way into kind of Christian Seven Deadly Sins stuff. And then it shows witches, and, you know, you got a voodoo ritual here, and Holy Grail. So it's like it's a combination of objects and occult seals and various demonic beings and Seven Deadly Sins and Greek mythology. And due to it just being random all over the place, it's not really my favorite deck. It's kind of pointless, honestly, in my opinion. It just has weird stuff going on here. It's just so weird, honestly. Probably the strangest deck I've ever looked at. So, just random weirdness. Haven't not really worked with it. It seems pretty advanced. So, obviously that's why it's got a book here. Nice box. And then I showed this in another video, this Serpent Icons deck. I have not read the book yet. I have not gotten to it. But the deck itself is pretty amazing. It's just the major arcana. So it's got all kinds of crazy anti-cosmic looking stuff. Pretty intense. Pretty intense stuff. Here. So this is something I definitely want to get into more. And when I read this book, I'll do a more in-depth review of this whole thing. But I believe it's just the major arcana. There's no minor ones in here. So, pretty badass deck. Gorgeous. probably one of my best investments, honestly. So, of course, this is the very first deck I've ever had. It was given to me. Everybody knows this deck, so I'm not even going to explain it. It's just pretty basic stuff. The Rider deck. This is probably my favorite deck. This Barbara Walker Tarot deck. This was out of print for the longest time. It just came back in print. So, it is pretty awesome. Probably one of the original left-hand path decks. It has a lot of feminist symbolism in it. But outside of that, I mean, it's just a really incredible deck. Got a lot of like left-hand path type of deities. It's just really great. The artwork's pretty good. So I highly recommend this one. This is like, I work with this one a lot. So, got a cool Kali card there. Dagon. So, but yeah, this deck is from the 80s. I believe it comes in a steel box now. The new edition. So, but yeah, I definitely recommend this Barbara Walker one. It's probably, I mean, I just love that deck. I prefer it. I don't even know why I have other decks, honestly, at this point. Will you get out of here, cat? And then, this is the Azov Tarot cards. This is basically based off of H.P. Lovecraft. It's kind of a dark version of the Rider Tarot deck. It's exactly like the Rider deck. In fact, I have the instruction manual in here because there is no instruction manual in this deck. So it's pretty similar. Not a lot of color. It's just kind of the sepia on black. But it's pretty similar. Pretty left-hand path. Pretty dark. Pretty simple, basic stuff. It's got a lot of demons, monsters in it. Sea creatures, you know, usual stuff. I kind of, you know, like the Rider deck, you know. The ace has a hand holding up something. So, pretty similar. Symbolism's very similar. So yeah, it's a pretty cool deck. I of course like it better than the Rider. It's more interesting. And then I got this William Blake deck here. This is very beautiful, gorgeous deck. He added some cards to, or I should say, this isn't him per se. Ed Byrne created this deck, and he sort of renamed some of them. So you definitely need an instruction manual for this. Fortunately, it comes with a nice handbook kind of explaining. But like the Ace of Poetry, you got Eternity, Science, Music. So this is just like a really gorgeous deck. I love this deck a lot. But it's not an easy deck. It's kind of a hard deck. So, because we're really starting to get into more of the advanced phase here. Some of these decks that I have are more advanced. They're not so beginner. But yeah, the artwork's just amazing. Instead of the devil here, he's got air. I believe that's, yeah. Yeah, so some of the major arcana has different names, titles, and everything. So yeah, beautiful deck, gorgeous. Unfortunately, the new version of this has gold on it that comes off, so it's a pain in the ass. This is the, I think this is the 80s or early 90s copy. I don't know. I got rid of the, I ordered the newer one, and I had to return it because it had gold that was coming off, which was just absolutely obnoxious. It was making too much mess. So I ordered the earlier version of this, so I didn't have to deal with that mess. For what I'm talking about, I mean, this is an excellent tarot deck, basically. But I hate absolutely working with it, much less handling it, because like the William Blake one that I was talking about, this puppy has that gold, and it gets all over your hands, and it's annoying. But this is a beautiful medieval deck. It's got a lot of demons and medieval artwork, you know. So if you're into like the whole harmonious boss thing, and you know, there's a lot of cats in this deck for some reason. But yeah, the gold, just handling this, just, you get gold on your hands. So I just can't stand it, the glitter. But the Serpent and the Peacock Tarot, this is like a really gorgeous deck. I really like it, despite the problems that I have with it. Does not come with an instruction manual, but it's pretty basic. I mean, you can probably figure it out. And then I got another medieval one here. I like this one a little bit better. This one is pretty good, but I'm really just not going to take it out, honestly. This Capini Tarot. I'm sure some of you have seen it. This one's a lot more advanced. Real Magic in a Box, Tarot for Ceremonial Magic. This is the, Which one is this? God, what is his name? So I had to get the instruction manual. The whole book, not just the instruction manual, because it's Lion and Decat. So this is the Decat deck. Okay, I need you to move. I need you to move. Damn it. Okay. So this is the Decat deck. If you guys know that author. Kind of modeled after Aleister Crowley's deck in a way. A little sarcastic in some parts. Like Death, for example. With the lawnmower. So... But, it's not a bad deck. I like it because it's hard to get. It's a nice collector's item. But I will say this, the drawings are kind of childish looking. The art's kind of childish looking. So that's kind of my complaint about it. It is hard to get. It's got all kinds of, as you can see, it's got all kinds of seals on the cards. Some of it's Enochian. Some of it's Goetic. So some of it has demons on it. Some of it's got magic squares. Enochian magic squares and all that. So in order to truly read this deck, you have to like look at all the symbols. And you have to figure out what all the symbols mean corresponding to the actual card. So it's pretty difficult deck. Honestly, it's not for passive like reading. It's definitely more of a challenge. So, and I do have the separate book for it also. But, yeah. And then I have, of course, the classic Aleister Crowley deck. I'm not going to open it. I'm sure a lot of you watching this channel probably either has this or seen it. I have a strange new wave tarot deck. When I was living in Colorado, I found this in Denver. It's made by a local artist. It's kind of weird deck. It's got like a lot of bands on it. There's Ian Curtis from Joy Division. Bernard Sumner. Got Depeche Mode. So it's just like various new wave artists. Pretty interesting. Susie Sue from Susie and the Banshees. So it's just various artists. I thought it was interesting. Pretty basic. Comes with a little instruction booklet thing, so. This is Echo and the Bunnymen. Bring on the dancing horses. So it's a nice little art deck. Original, not mass produced like a lot of the other ones. So. And then I have This is just a regular playing card deck. The Romani people, the gypsies, this is how they originally read people's fortune. Because tarot cards were not widely available like they are now. If you guys want to learn playing cards, there's plenty of instruction books out there for playing card deck, but basically if you choose to use playing cards for divination, you cannot use it to play games. You can only use it to use it like for divination purposes. So I highly recommend them because your readings are going to be a little bit different from that of a tarot deck. So they do come in handy. And we're going to get into like the weirder, harder to find stuff. This is from Window. Leila Window. She was an author that worked really closely with the Angel of Death, Asriel. And she had a publishing house in New Orleans. It was destroyed by Hurricane Katrina. Unfortunately, she passed away not too long ago from, I think it was some type of pneumonia or something. But she used to have a museum of death, too, a long time ago. Long time ago. And, if you guys want, I can do a more in-depth review of items that I have from Westgate. I have quite a few items. But she released 2 tarot decks here. They're just major arcana. This is a small miniature necromantic one. Really small. Really hard to get. Limited edition thing. So these are both very limited edition, extremely hard to get collectible items. I also have her Necromancer's Ritual book, which is really cool book. I could do a review on that sometime. So, I have this Satanic Temple Devil's deck. Not really my favorite, honestly. Kind of weird. Just plain black and white. But it's pretty cool in a way. I don't like to support the Satanic Temple because they're left-wing crazy activists. But it is what it is. I stumbled upon it and I was like, oh, it's a satanic deck. It's an interesting Satanism deck. And it kind of is. It kind of tells you to do rituals and stuff, like if you draw a certain card. I will say this, you definitely need the book by Shiva Honey. That kind of goes along with this deck. So. And then I got the infamous Order of Nine Angles Sinister Tarot. I love this deck a lot. But this is a very hard deck to work with. It is like, I mean, the instruction manual hardly goes into what you're supposed to do with this. But it was designed by Christos Beast. And I probably can't show too much of it because it's pretty sinister. It's pretty right-wing. But I love this deck a lot. I got it from Russia. Of all places. But very hard deck to work with. The cards are just, I mean, it's kind of in its own thing. So, yeah, that's really cool. But the symbolism really is not discussed fully. Especially with, like, the minor cards. The major cards you can pretty much figure out, but, yeah. I mean, I love this deck. And when I work with it, I tend to do it, like, I put the cards in this design. Because I think that's how you're supposed to do it. But my neighbor's yelling at her dogs, if you guys can hear that. I know she's loud and obnoxious out there, but she's got like 20 dogs out there or something. She's always screaming at them. But yeah, limited edition. Yeah, yeah. These are powerful cards. I mean, it's just extremely crazy. I mean, you know, so wish they had a better box or container or something. I'm gonna have to get like a bag full of them. So, there's this one here. This is kind of demonic. Not really a whole lot to say about it, honestly. It comes with a book, but the book doesn't really teach you how to use the cards that much. There are videos about this deck. So it's a good deck. It really is. I like it a lot. I think it's better than this one because this really is not a tarot deck. Honestly, this is it's more of just like an oracle deck, kind of similar to this one, which I like a lot better. This is a beautiful deck. So, oops, I spilled out. But yeah, like a regular tarot deck. I mean, it's got its own kind of thing going on. But a little bit, you know, it's also got the restraining angel on the cards too, and I don't know. It's just, but I think there are videos that discuss that more. And then the final one I think I'm going to show off here is the Tarot of the Morning Star by Roger Williamson. This is extremely hard to get tarot deck. This is a real Luciferian deck. To be honest with you, it's probably more Luciferian than Michael Ford, honestly. But it's a very advanced deck. And the reason why it's advanced is, well, you got these cards that have these lines, and instead of wands, Cups, Pentacles, Swords. You got to figure out the air, the earth, the fire, the water. So those are going to be your minor. So this can be extremely hard. So I actually had to get a book for this. Because the symbolism is just crazy on this deck. Really crazy. It's a beautiful deck, though. Really beautiful. I highly recommend it. Yeah, and of course, instead of the Roman numerals, he put Hebrew lettering on it. So everything about this deck is just like it's kind of its own. It's got its own nature. It's really not like any other deck. So, pretty cool deck, though. Really cool deck. Very hard to get. Instruction manual really just covers the basics, honestly. Not, not really what they fully stand for. But yeah, it's a great deck. Probably going to definitely keep it. So yeah, that is my tarot deck. And then these are the oracle decks. Like I said, I really like these cards. These fallen angel ones. They're just absolutely gorgeous. I recommend this one as well. So, a lot of it's cemetery photography, kind of mixed in with a lot of colors, and just really beautiful cards. Really gorgeous. But it's not a tarot deck, it's a just an oracle deck. So it doesn't follow the usual pattern of tarot. But it's the Goetic fallen angels that you're dealing with, that are often unjustly considered demons, or angels, not demons. So, well, and then he could go into the fact that a lot of them are actually pagan gods too, demonized by Judeo-Christian culture. So, but yeah, gorgeous deck. Highly recommend it. This one's just Dictionary Inferno. They're not tarot cards. That's more of an oracle. So, yep. So I really am thinking about getting rid of some of these decks. I mean, it is insane that I have so many of them. But if you guys enjoyed this kind of run through of some of my my decks here, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you.